Wes says, take two. Beginning preppers. We discussed the fact that you start with food and water, and you find some place to keep it close. And the whole time you're doing that, you watch your surroundings. You get some maps and this, that, and everything else, and you try to find out if there is a place where you can go if it gets bad. And still the first good little while your prepping needs to be storing up food and water and blankets and alternative fuels. I mean, let's say you're worried about a grid down, or that the grid down's a possibility. Those little like the little candles in the little tins or whatever that you light them and they sit there and they burn forever. You can do a lot inside your home with one of those candles and not have to worry about setting the place on fire. You can do a lot with one of those things in your tent without having to worry about setting the world on fire. The other end of it, you need to come up with some kind of a defense plan, self-defense plan. Hold on, I'm going to go to my front door, I'm going to bring back a couple things and show them to you, and then I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to go put them back, and then I'll come back and finish the video. Just hold what you got, hold what you got. That's the T-ball bat. I can swing this one-handed just fine. I can swing it both-handed. This breaks them bone. It kills rattlesnakes. That's what I killed that one rattlesnake with. Smacked it in the head with this bat right here. This one's usually not by the front door. I don't have to run over there and put it back because I've got a little aluminum one over there. Wood, aluminum, doesn't matter. Same weight. They're hard. You swing them. You hit stuff with them. They stop. This one might seem a little odd. This is the piece of bamboo. Some of you understand the beauty of bamboo, some of you don't. You don't want to get smacked with this. This is very light, it's very hard, and you can hit somebody with it hard and you can recover and you can hit them again very hard. It's something that's hard enough to swing and it's not going to break, and it's something you can pop something with and bring it back. You can actually pick your point, smack it, and bring it back. A lot like a sword. Yeah. I keep 1-inch dowel rods around. Call me paranoid. I've been jumped before. And there's no sicker feeling than having 2 or 3 guys come out of nowhere and you have nothing. Nothing. I am not a military veteran. I have a lot of military veterans in my family. I tried to enlist. Long story. Didn't work. So, you can take or leave my credibility on this. I've been in a lot of fights. Been shot at 3 times. I've had bullets go through my clothing 1 time. 3 bullets, but it was all in the same incident. Um, I've actually been in a point blank standoff, firearm to firearm. Um, cocked and loaded firearms, no more than 5 feet between two people. Um, all of these are bad situations. I have been cut a couple of times. I have been bashed in the head with a stick. I have been run over. Well, technically I bounced off the truck. Um, yeah. The one thing you want to be is ready when somebody other than the good guy comes for you. If he's not there to help, you need to be able to help yourself against them, whoever they are. And owning one of these and pulling it out and threatening somebody with it, it's not going to make most guys back off. That's never made me back off. I've never backed away from one of these. Running from a knife is going to get you cut to pieces. That's what my brain always told me. By the time I was 17, I had a collection of them that had belonged to somebody else. None of them were that big. That big a knife might have changed my mind. But if you're going to pull one of those, you need to know how to use it. I don't believe in shows of force. I don't believe in get on the ground or I'll shoot. Because once you shoot, they're going to get on the ground. I don't believe in, wait, this is cute, this is my grandson, that's cool. Wait, it's funny. I don't believe in back off or I'll stick you. I wish I knew where he got this. I won't want somebody can't stand it. If you think you're gonna have to stick somebody and and you pull your knife, go ahead and stick them. That's harsh. But if it's got to a point where you need to pull a weapon, use the weapon. If you're more afraid of going to jail than you are of what's fixing to happen, then what's fixing to happen isn't that bad. You're okay with it if you think that jail is worse than what those people are fixing to do to you. Then what they're fixing to do to you isn't that bad. Food, water, most important. A get-home bag or something like that, something to carry enough stuff to get you back home is real important. You need a good knife. It can be a decent pocket knife. It doesn't have to be some fancy bush knife or anything like that. A knife, a stainless steel water bottle, or in a pinch. I mean, they say not to use aluminum because of the aluminum oxide, but right? You can sweat about what's going to happen 20 years from now, and you can sweat about what's happening right now. So there you go. And a get-home bag doesn't have to be much more than an emergency blanket or two, rain poncho, couple of bottles of water, a knife, a Bic lighter, maybe a ferro rod if you want to be all woodsy about it, and some granola bars. That'll get you home. Most people. There are other things you need to think about, like firearms. The one up there, that's a Russian SKS. My brother bought that in the mid 90s for $100 and we've been talking, we've been trying to remember. I know what I paid for mine. I paid $129 for mine. Mine was Chinese. He paid a little bit more. I think he paid $134. I think he paid $134 for that rock. He ain't ever shot it. I think he shot one clip for it. I think when it's done, the lighting kind of sucks. I'm not a gun review guy. So there you can't touch one of those now for less than $400. So now my little Model 60 over there is boy bought it for me. It don't weigh nothing, and the one with the synthetic stock weighs less than that. And it's like $10 more for the synthetic. Now you can go $30 more and you get a stainless steel gun. Another $35 more, get a stainless steel with the synthetic stock. That's my goal. You know, stainless steel sticks out, but you can see it. But those guns at Walmart are like $189. I unsubscribe channels real fast when they start ragging on 22s. I didn't hunt with a centerfire round, until I was my mid-20s. I have killed hundreds and hundreds of rabbits with these. I have killed coyotes. I have killed raccoons. More than once, I was in the position I could have taken a white-tailed deer with this. Not legally, so I didn't do it. I have killed more than one hog. The biggest one to date was close to 300 pounds with a 22 long rifle. And that big one I shot in a 1940 J.C. Higgins 22 bolt action. Waited for it to turn the right way. It was about 50 yards out. I shot it between the eyeball and the earball. It laid down. Literally folded its legs and quit. You know, animals require their brain to be attached to their spinal column to function. It's just a simple fact. 22 is a good round for a lot of things. I wouldn't want to have to be in a firefight with some guy with a 223 or a 308 and all I had was 22. Okay. I wouldn't want to try to shoot somebody wearing body armor. I wouldn't want to have to take out a moving vehicle with one. But actually a 22 is too much for a daggum squirrel or a rabbit. I mean, it's actually overkill. You think about it, all you need for a rabbit's a pellet gun. They're really fragile. If you're any good at chunking a rock, you don't need a firearm at all. I'm not lying. I've tried a bunch of times like to be able to kill a rabbit. I've killed several with an arrow. I ain't never been able to hit one with a rock. I've gotten close. I take that back. I broke a leg one time, but it got away. I'm rambling, getting all goofy. Dang, I can't make a short video for nothing. But you need something. Though the SKS is 7.62 by 39, it falls about the same as the 30-30. Then the Gaunts, you can still get them relatively cheap. You gotta do a lot of work to them once you get them. You gotta clean them, and then you gotta fire them enough and keep cleaning the chamber until you get all that grease that's turned into a wax or whatever it is up in there, so you don't wind up with that sticky bolt crap. I may do a video on that, set it up and show y'all how I did the sticky bolt. Something you need to know, in case you can buy one. My son's an AR kind of guy. And I've shot his AR, I think it's cool. But all bullshit put aside, I don't want to be the guy walking down the road with the cool gun. You know. And I'm not sure you want to be either. Not if you're not on my side. Because, you know, if I'm running low on ammunition and you've got a really cool gun, chances are you got a lot of ammunition. I'm going to take my really not so cool gun and wait for you to walk on past. And, well, yeah, I'm going to go all marauder on your ass. Separate your brain from your spinal column and take your stuff. That's what you're going to be dealing with. Is good people. That need what you have. In a major thing, 3, 4, 5 months down the line after a major worldwide event, there's not going to be any good guys and bad guys. It's just going to be you and everybody else. It's going to be your group and every other group. So right now you need to be making friends with other groups. So if you gotta leave Oklahoma and go south, when you get to here, you've got some way of letting me know that I know who you are. So we can stay friends. Oh yeah. It's gone. Girl. Only so many times you can have a potential employer look at the back of your head and more than you making eye contact with you. So, besides, it's a lot easier run through the trees like this and stuff. This is what I used to look like before YouTube. I look normal. Hair's a little shorter than average, but you get the drill. I'm gonna splice all these things together, make a video.